Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you exist and what your purpose in life is? It's a hefty question, isn't it? This is where existentialism and personal responsibility come into play. Existentialism is about finding your own purpose, your own meaning in the vast cosmos. Personal responsibility, on the other hand, is the acknowledgement that your actions, your decisions, they're all on you. Both concepts are vital in grasping our existence and purpose in life. Now let's delve deeper into these concepts and unravel their significance in our lives. Existentialism, a philosophical theory, suggests that we, as humans, are free agents in a world that doesn't predefine our purpose or meaning. Now, to truly grasp this concept, let's delve into the life of a remarkably successful person. Elon Musk, the mind behind Tesla and SpaceX, among other ventures. Born in a small town in South Africa, Musk's life wasn't laid out on a silver platter. His parents divorced when he was young, and he was often bullied in school. However, instead of succumbing to his circumstances, Musk chose to carve his own path. He taught himself computer programming at the tender age of 12, and sold a video game he'd coded for about $500. Here, we see the first glimmers of existentialism at play. Musk then took his talents to the United States, a land that promised more opportunities for his ambitious plans. His ventures, Zip2 and PayPal, were successful, but Musk wasn't content. He wanted to make a substantial impact, to redefine the way we live and move. Thus, Tesla and SpaceX were born, with missions to revolutionize transportation and make humans a multi-planetary species. In Musk's journey, we see existentialism personified. He didn't let society's expectations or his past dictate his future. Instead, he exercised his freedom, took risks, and created his own purpose. His life is a testament to the fact that we aren't confined to a predetermined path. We can choose to be the architects of our own destiny, but remember, with this freedom comes responsibility. Musk didn't just dream, he worked tirelessly to turn his visions into reality. He faced numerous setbacks, including near bankruptcy and multiple failed rocket launches, but he never gave up. He took responsibility for his actions and persevered, ultimately achieving extraordinary success. So, what does this story tell us? It's a reminder that we are not just passive participants in our lives. We have the power to define our own existence, to decide who we want to be, and what we want to do. Just like them, you have the freedom and responsibility to shape your own life. Let's delve into the intriguing stories of historical figures, politicians, and philosophers who have wholeheartedly embraced personal responsibility and thus transformed their lives. Take, for example, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who assumed the hefty responsibility of leading the nation during its greatest internal crisis, the Civil War. Despite the monumental challenge, he remained steadfast, taking responsibility for his role and maneuvering through the political unrest with unwavering determination. Lincoln's dedication to personal responsibility was vital in preserving the Union and abolishing slavery. Similarly, Martin Luther King Jr. embodied personal responsibility in his relentless fight for civil rights. King bravely opposed racial discrimination, and assumed full responsibility for his radical ideas. His audacity and perseverance inspired a nation and charted a new course for the United States. King's life is a testament to how personal responsibility can ignite change and reshape societal norms. On another note, let's reflect on Winston Churchill, a figure during World War II. Churchill was a strong believer in personal responsibility and the power of steadfast determination. He took it upon himself to lead Britain's fight against Nazi Germany, a duty that demanded extraordinary courage and resilience. Churchill's philosophy of personal responsibility has had a resounding impact globally. Lastly, we shouldn't overlook Socrates, whose teachings are still revered. Socrates advocated the importance of personal responsibility and self-improvement, propagating that a person should strive for moral and ethical perfection. His teachings have profoundly influenced society, shaping the moral and ethical frameworks of numerous cultures. Just like these individuals, Lincoln, King, and Socrates, each of us holds the power to shape our own destiny. Regardless of our origins or circumstances, we have the potential to carve our own paths. It's not about where we stem from, but the goals we set and the means we employ to achieve them. It's about accepting accountability for our actions and their consequences, acknowledging that we are the creators of our life's narrative. The power to revolutionize your life is in your hands. Now that we understand existentialism and personal responsibility separately, it's time to link them. Existentialism is a philosophy that emphasizes individual existence, freedom, and choice. It suggests that we, as humans, are free agents who have complete control over our own development through the choices we make. This philosophy encourages us to find our own purpose, our own meaning in life. It's about creating our own path, not following the one society or anyone else has laid out for us. On the other hand, personal responsibility is about taking ownership of our actions. It's about acknowledging that we are the driving force behind our choices and accepting the consequences that come with them. It's about recognizing that we are not mere victims of circumstance but active participants in shaping our own reality. So how do these two concepts intertwine? Well, existentialism provides the groundwork, the foundation on which personal responsibility builds. Existentialism tells us that our life is our own, and personal responsibility pushes us to act on it. It's like being given a blank canvas, existentialism, and the paintbrush, personal responsibility, to create our masterpiece. Let's consider a real-life example to illustrate this link. Think about a man named John. John was stuck in a job he didn't enjoy, living a life that felt meaningless. He discovered the philosophy of existentialism and realized he had the power to change his life. He was the author of his own story. He could choose to continue living an unfulfilled life, or he could take responsibility for his happiness and make a change. John quit his job and pursued his passion for writing. He faced many obstacles along the way, but he took responsibility for his choices. He didn't blame his circumstances or anyone else for the challenges he encountered. Instead, he used them as stepping stones to grow and improve. John's story is a perfect example of how existentialism and personal responsibility go hand in hand. He found his own purpose, existentialism, and acted on it, personal responsibility. John's life was transformed not by luck or fate, but by his own actions and choices. This is the power of existentialism and personal responsibility. They empower us to take control of our lives, to create our own meaning, and to shape our own destiny. They remind us that we are not mere spectators in the game of life but active players. So my friends, embrace existentialism, take personal responsibility, and create a life that is truly your own. Don't just exist, live. Don't just dream, act. Be the author of your own life story and make it a masterpiece. Remember, you are the author of your own life story. So, what can we take away from all this? Let's bring it all together. Existentialism isn't just a fancy philosophical term. It's a mindset that puts you at the helm of your life. It is the belief that your existence is not an accident, but a blank canvas waiting for your brush strokes. On the other hand, personal responsibility is the brush you wield. It's the understanding that you're the artist of your life, and every decision, every action, has its consequences. It's about owning up to your choices and standing firm in the face of adversity. In a world that often feels out of control, these concepts are more important than ever. They remind us that we have the power to shape our lives, to make them as vibrant, as daring, or as tranquil as we wish. You are in control of your life. Choose your path, embrace your responsibility, and make your existence meaningful. Our time today is almost up, but before we part ways, let's reflect on our discussion. We dove into the deep end, to the heart of existentialism, where we found that life, in essence, is a blank canvas. It's a canvas that awaits the unique touch of your brush, a canvas that you, and only you, can paint. There's no predetermined meaning, no fixed path. You are the artist, the author, the creator of your own narrative. Then we embraced the concept of personal responsibility, an idea that may seem daunting, yet is incredibly empowering. It's about acknowledging that you are in the driver's seat of your life. Every decision, every action, every reaction is yours to own. It's about realizing the power you hold to shape your own destiny. We then connected the dots, linking existentialism and personal responsibility. We discovered that they are two sides of the same coin. Existentialism urges us to seek our own meaning, and personal responsibility empowers us to take the reins. Together, they form the foundation of a fulfilling and authentic life. But let's not stop at understanding. Let's strive to apply these concepts in our daily lives. Let's dare to be the authors of our own narratives. Let's paint our canvases with bold strokes of authenticity and responsibility. Let's make our lives a masterpiece of our own design, because in the end, it's not about the cards we're dealt, but how we play the hand. It's not about the circumstances we find ourselves in, but how we respond to them. It's about taking control, taking responsibility, and making the most of every moment. So challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. Embrace the uncertainty, the freedom, the responsibility. Because when you do, you'll find that life isn't just something that happens to you. It's something you actively shape, mold, and create. And remember, it's okay to stumble, to fall, to make mistakes. They're not failures, but stepping stones to success, to growth, to a meaningful life. Remember, your life is your story. Make it a story worth telling. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the depths of existentialism and the heights of personal responsibility. We've explored some profound concepts today. Concepts that can truly transform our perspectives, our actions, and ultimately, our lives. I hope that you found this discussion enlightening and that you feel inspired to seize the reins of your own narrative. Now it's time to reflect and apply. Take a moment to think about what you've learned, how it resonates with your own experiences, and how you can incorporate it into your daily life. Remember, knowledge is only powerful when applied. So don't just understand these concepts, live them. Be the author of your own narrative. Paint your canvas with bold, authentic strokes. And remember, your life is your story. Make it a story worth telling. If you found this video informative and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. Your support really helps us to create more content like this. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We have many more insightful discussions lined up, and we'd love to have you join us. Remember, our journey into the world of philosophy, psychology, and personal development is just beginning, and we're excited to explore it with you. So, until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep growing. And always remember, your life is your story. Make it a story worth telling, and don't forget to like and subscribe.